Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the MaXed Racing series with the NGR boys in their Megane trophy. So we're in the lobby 1 for round 2 at Kyoto Yamagiwa. So just waiting for the link to pop up and then I'll be there. We go. So I'm just going to do my usual going quiet for a minute while we get this shared. Stick this on a few pages now, which I'll just do. We're out live for Power Max. Just copy that. Yeah, it's annoying that I can't. Because I'm doing it through the PlayStation, I have to do it this way, so I have to go live first and then do the links. So I kind of have to waste a minute. That's that. Discord. So let's go on to videos. Ba-boom. Cliche. Streams. Ba-dum. Well, so that's about as far flung as I can possibly get it. The lad's in chat now. That's what I'll do, I'll just show you the track. We'll do a little bit of a track intro. It's a fictional circuit, one of Gran Turismo's famous fictional tracks that they love to throw in at us. It's quite a good track, it's not my favourite though. You know when you just don't get on with a circuit. This is one of mine. I have a few to be fair that I just don't gel with. This is seemingly a favourite of mine that I just don't really like, but it seems to be a bit of a favourite of other people, so let's see what sort of time we can stick in and then we'll not like Megane because if anything it's a bit oversteery, so let's get a little bit of rear brake balance in to see if we can upset the rear. If anything, let's just lock the front a little bit more. It's just the outlap, so not really too much to pay attention to right now. In the past, we ran this track in the NGR Cup and it produced a really good race. I remember there was 2 separate battles going on pretty much throughout the entirety of the field. Oh God, it really doesn't like that corner, does it? Right, okay, we'll have to think about that next time round. Really not a fan of steering in. It feels a bit weird. I drive this car a lot because I use it in the championship. It's got a ridiculous amount of understeer time. So yeah, turn 1 characterised at a big long left handle, then you're up for an S's section. This is pretty much going to be single file only. You shouldn't see too much overtaking around here because it's a bit of a death sentence if you try it. Coming down into your next big curvy left-hander boy, 135R. You want to get on the brakes late and wide and try and drift the car into the apex. I've took that horribly there, but your idea is to get on full power as soon as you possibly can. Come down the hill, car's going to get light on you coming down the crest, so your track position needs to be ascertained by this point on the brakes at the start of the curb. I've turned in a bit too late there, but you can take a lot more curb once you're dialed into the circuit. I'm nowhere near dialed in. This will be like closing in on a 140 lap, this will. A couple of different ways you can take that chicane. You can either head straight for the apex, or you can U it, which is what I've done there, which in theory in this car should enable you to get on the power a little bit earlier. So I've already covered the Megane doesn't like this one, so I just took it a little bit differently. on you all the time. We'll jump out of the car in a minute and do some commentary. 138. Yikes. Slow. So I expect if I was racing in this, I would thoroughly expect to chunk time off that in a ridiculous way. So as you can tell, the guys tonight have a little bit of a challenge ahead of them, because this ain't an easy car to navigate around this circuit. Let's just go and check out who we've got in the room. So let me get me gubbins on. So P Gibb at the minute is fastest man on track, but Apex put it as the fastest man in the room at the minute. So P Gibbs just tucked in a 135, as we can see. 135 is probably going to be your pole time that you're going to look for. Let's grab this. So 2.5 as well, that's good. Do of course 2 lobbies in this. Which you can check out as well. I'll link the Lobby 2 stream in the description below when I publish the video. Just waiting. Yeah, we're just waiting for qualifying to start, which should be underway in a couple of minutes. So if you missed last week, you missed a bit of a corker, go back and check it out at some point. It was the season opener at Brands Hatch in the very close tight race. Very difficult to commentate on actually, because there was action all over the shop. The cars are all the same, so they're all the Renault Megane Trophy in Group 4 spec. They all have I was going to say they all have different liveries on them. They're not necessarily different, they all follow a similar scheme, but they all support the sponsors of MaXed that have come together and supported the league. So we've got the Garage Door Company on that one, we've got Amshirt on James Tyrwell's car, Portugal Don is rocking the Fuchs car, Conrod's in the Joyce Design car, which car's Bruce Lee Harding in. Some of the camera angles don't help with this. We need a bit of a side-on view to look at that, and he's here. I didn't see that stuff. Hunty, the Punty, or Anthony Hunt 20 as is now known, is in the Mastervolt livery car. The Les, another stand-in this time for Les, and he's in the Adrian Flux car tonight. Crisscross 12. What car are you rocking in Crisscross? You're in the Zerko Tech car. Gibb in the Steel Seal car. Wace was in the Tank Tools one, I think it was. CMW Motorsport in the Garrison car. And JPX99 in the Power MaXed liveried car. So they're all supporting the sponsors in that way. So Power MaXed have come together with Next Gen Racing to get this league powered up, quite literally. So they are supporting us. Okay, so don't need that. So I've had the warning for qualifying, so we should be getting underway with qualifying very soon. Darren Baldwin, thank you for joining. Good evening. So a bit of an idea of what you're into if you're new, or if you're not tuned into this before. We're going to have a 10-minute qualifying session which gets underway any minute now. That just lasts for 10 minutes. It will be straight out hot lapping. The guys don't have to worry about strategy for that one. And then we'll jump straight into a 20-minute sprint race, and that is it. So it's not a very long stream at all. You won't be wasting your time tonight. We'll be all done and dusted by about 25 tonight, so not too long to wait at all. Qualifying them 10 minutes worth of hot lapping in the Megane Trophy on the Yamaha circuit. Allow me to get my trusty keyboard. JPH, I don't know if you're listening, but we're seeing a little bit, every now and again, a little bit of just glitching. So I don't know what's going on. Just saw it then with Waze. So hopefully we're not plagued with internet issues with the lockdown that we're all experiencing at the minute. The internet has been playing up a little bit, so we have noticed the quality of connection has decreased for pretty much everyone. We're seeing dropouts more often now. It is causing issues. A lot of people, of course, are turning to sim racing. It'd be interesting if Gran Turismo published figures on like use in the last sort of 2 months compared to the 2 months prior to that. I bet it's shot up. Whether they have those figures to hand, I'm not too sure. Right then, so slipstream might be a factor in this one. We've noticed the understeer. Whether that's going to come into play with dirty air or not is yet to be known. But if you can sit under the rear wing of another car that is relatively competent, Apex Predator seems to be the man in the ascendancy at the minute. He's in the works car, number 22. He's one to watch today. His lap times have pretty much been topping the leaderboards throughout. He's going to be following JPH 99 round on his first lap. We'll be getting a little bit of slipstream from the MaXed racing car up ahead. So we'll see what Apex Predator can do with that. And just behind Apex Predator we've got Swoggy. He's a number 98 garage floor company car. He's just out of the slip. He's punching a bit of a hole in the air for Portugal Don. Portugal Don himself has a little bit of a gap to the cars behind him. The Fuchs car, he's in the 53 today. Wace in the 10 Tools number 20 car. He's towing Pav along the circuit tonight. At least for the time being in qualifying. Bruce Lee Hardy in the Dread car. I bet people dread seeing him come up behind him. Sir 3V, evening Evan, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you in the chat. Then we've got the Les. The Les is a stand-in tonight in the Adrian Flux number 13 car, but we know he's a very competent racer. Anthony Hunt had a bit of a disappointing one last time out in the Mastervolt 120 car. He'll be looking for redemption tonight. James Tyrewall, number 64 Amshire liveried vehicle. He's out for a good result as well. We will just pop back up to the top now and see if the top Apex Predator's got past JPH in the qualifying lap. Interesting. So a 1:35.4 was the fastest time we saw in free practice. He puts in a 1:35.8. JPH goes a 1:36.9. JPH didn't have a great time. Wace 1:36.2 for Wace. Bruce Lee Harding chomps in a good time, 1:36.6 for Bruce Lee Harding. Portugal Don 1:39.8, not a great lot for Portugal Don. Anthony Hunt 1:38.2 for Hunty the Hunty. 2.4 seconds off the overall pace. James Tyrewall sets a 1:37.0. That's not a bad time, not a bad time at all for the amateur car driver. Many more times to come in. Chris Cross has just set his time. Conrad Racing looks like he's going to be the next one across the line. Conrad, of course, a quick guy. He's proved himself capable in quite a few leagues, so we'll see if he can pull anything out of the bag tonight. In terms of his qualifying, he sets a 1:36.8, good enough for 5th at the minute for Conrad, pretty much a second off the pace. CMW Motorsport though, another one to watch tonight, the Geisen car. What's his time going to be? A 1:35.6, beating Apex Predator's time by just over a tenth of a second. So he's certainly one to watch. 5 minutes remain of qualifying now. So the top two not separated by much. JPX 99 was following Apex Predator around then, so I wonder if he's been getting a little bit of a tow. Let's see what JPX can set as he comes across the line. He's on set at 1:34.4. 1:35.9 for JPH. He'll be chuffed with that. That's just 3 tenths off the lead. Waste then 1:36.2. Portugal Don improves a 1:36.5 for Portugal Don. That puts him in 6th for now. It's a good time for him. A massive 3 seconds quicker than his lap before. Anthony Hunt does improve his time as well for 1:37.0, but at the minute he's just struggling to get to grips with the track. Gibb 92, we did see him set some good times in free practice. He just pips Portugal onto that 6th place, so he's put himself a good lap in a 1:36.2, 4 tenths quicker than his past lap. So some good times. I see CMW Motorsport can do anything. It's going to be one of the next people across the line. Yeah, Evan, it'll be quick and easy. It'll be quick and easy viewing, mate. The qualifying's only got 4 minutes left, and it's only a 20-minute race, so it's nice and easy viewing. Even in Burnfire, why aren't you in the room? Why not? What are you doing? CMW Motorsport has a shocker of a lap, 2 seconds slower than his past one. Apex Predator is going to come across the line again soon. Really on the limit then of track. He just managed to get that Megane turned in on time. He's got a 1:35.8 to beat. If he wants to get on pole, he's got to do better than 1:35.67. He does. 1:35.61 for Apex Predator. 0.06 of a second up on CMW Motorsport's time. He does a little bit of a glitcheroo there. We see Portugal Don improve his time as well, so he's just improved, but it's not enough to get above Pete Gibb for the time being. Bruce Lee Harding improves 1:36.1 for Bruce Lee Harding. It's an improvement of nearly 6 tenths for him on his previous best lap. We've seen improvement from James Tyrewall as well. He's chopped 4 tenths off his last lap, so he's currently sitting in 8th, very close between 7th, 8th and 9th at the minute, so these places are far from being decided. Driver's probably got enough time for 2 more laps. Are you at work, are you? Oh, fair enough. I'll let you off. Oh, you listened to the podcast, did you? Right, when we recorded that, it was ridiculously late. It was, yeah, Hunty, the guy whose podcast it is racing in this tonight. So. Yeah, there's a lot of little lobby glitches. I do hope that doesn't come into play in the race. It'd be an awful shame. Apex Predator next across the line. I will cut back to this by the time he comes across the line. He wasn't setting the time in sheets of light, but someone who was setting the time in sheets of light was Waste. He was setting brilliant sector times. 1:35.9 for him. Waste then in 7th at the minute. Can he improve? No, he's made a mistake somewhere. He was setting brilliant lap time. Meanwhile, where's he gone? Portugal on. Oh, he's down to 10th now. Waste slips further down. James Tyrewall improves. Pete Gibb 1:36.0 for Pete Gibb. He's very close again. So if we look at Apex Predator, who's a 1:35.6 right now. Let me just get rid of that because that's going to annoy me. If you look, there's not a lot. So the top, let's have a look at the top 10. 7 tenths separate the entire top 10. And this track is double the length of the one last week. The entire field separated by 2 seconds. So there is a little bit more of a gap down at the bottom of the field. I would say 12th, 13th and 14th. The guys at the minute that are struggling to get on top of the circuit. But certainly the top 11, definitely the top 10. Very, very close at the minute. Bruce Lee Harding picking up a penalty during qualifying. Let's see if Apex Predator can improve and grab pole at the depth. He can't, but he's got one more chance at it. CMW Motorsport going slowly, so he's not going to be taking any more time. Wace, a fantastic lap from Wace, 1:35.8, puts him in third. Great opportunity for him to make something of this in the opening lap. It's very rare if you get pole here, it's very rare you keep it. Just because the way the first sector is just so open and flowing, it plays into people who can get a bit of slipstream. P-Gib, 1:35.9 for P-Gib now, so that's his qualifying over and a great lap at the end. Swoggy comes in P5. Apex Predator is still going, so Apex Predator is on a flyer. So is Wace, a few others, but P-Gib has solidified himself at exactly half a second away from pole position. Of course, there are still a few results left to trickle in, so what you're seeing now isn't the final. Conrad Racing has just come across in 11th. Yeah, so we're not there yet, ladies and gents. We're not quite at the end. Who's that ahead of Apex Predator? JPH 99. JPH just got himself a penalty. He'll be kicking himself. I wonder if he was up on his time as well. He's currently in 6th on the third row of the grid, but he'll have to shake that penalty off. So that is his lap ruined, I'm afraid. Next across the line is gonna be Mr. Pav 46, Paul Verity, a fan favourite. He can't improve his time, I'm afraid. Wace, can he improve? No, he can't. Apex Predator doesn't improve either. So they are. CMW Motorsport is your pole position sitter for this time, 1:35.4, a stunning lap from CMW Motorsport. But just 2 tenths behind him was Apex Predator on the front row of the grid. So going to jump straight into this one. Yeah, Hunty, I don't like the track, mate. Sad when a grocery delivery is a highlight of the week. You know what? Yeah, I agree with that. That is peak entertainment right now, isn't it? Oh god, I've clicked off it. Right, let me play that and keep you guys up in front of me. Can I do that? Get underway. Round 2 of the MaXed Racing Renault Megane Trophy is underway, and we see P-Gib get a flyer of a start in 4th. PD Apex Predator is going to have to defend that on the inside. CMW Motorsport does get away in the lead, but he's just going to be punching a hole in the air for all these guys now. Wace keeps his 3rd position. Everyone's clean through the first corner, no dramas at all. You start seeing a little bit of lobby glitching again though. As all the cars stream up. JPX 99, 6th position for him so far. Are there any moves, shakers going on? We see Pav 46 get bundled wide there. He's lost a place, he's down in 8th position now. Conrad Racing's had a great start, he's up to 9th place and he's already looking for moves on. Pav backs out of it in the end now. Chris Cross got a bit late on the brakes, so he's had to dip in. Pav 46 going agricultural, he's going to unfortunately probably pick up a little bit of a penalty for that. We will see. I don't think the stewards have awarded that to him. Apex Predator goes for a move on CMW Motorsport. We do see a car out. We've marked that. We're going to go back and have a look at it when things are settled down a little bit. We'll go back and see who was involved in that. Pav 46 up to 5th. So he's had a great opening lap. James Tyrewall up to 7th. He's had a good opening lap too. P-Gib going for a move on Pav. But I fear that was probably a little bit too soon. So who's out? Who's out of the one in? Bruce Lee Hardin's down in last. Swoggy's down there with him as well. So is Chris Cross. And there's Anthony Hunt up to 10th. He's had a good opening lap as well. So lots of position changes in the opening lap. Quite hard to keep up with. The top 3 though, well and truly breaking away. That consists of CMW Motorsport, Apex Predator and Wace. Starting to break away now. 2.5 second gap to the next pack, led by P-Gib. Of course, in the steel seal head gasket, it's number 28 car. He's leading a massive train of cars. Down into sector 2. Of course, this is a prime overtaking spot just coming down the hill. Switch back to the front. Doesn't look like PD's going to go for it. Does anyone at the back do this? know, everyone gets through there cleanly, no dramas at all. Right, let's jump on board with Bruce Lee Harding. See what the hell happened back there. So this is lap 1. Bruce Lee Harding is in 6th place. He just got it really late on the brakes, collected Swaggy. Pete Gibb gave him a bit of a shove. That's probably what caused that massive gap. But one thing that you did see, Bruce Lee Harding waited up and certainly didn't boot it off into the distance. He waited, and he's now running in dead last for that, so he's obviously paid for his crime, so to speak. So no harm done, I guess. Leading us away then now is PD Apex Predator. He's up to 1st position. Weiss has made a great leap into 2nd. CMW Motorsport lost out hugely while we were away. He's now down to 3rd. So the 3 cars are still just building the gap. Pav 46 then. He's up to 4th. A great start for Pav. A fan favourite is Mr. Paul Verity, and he'll be getting rounds of cheers and applause and adulation from the Mature Racing Club family watching from their armchairs at home. JPX99, they're looking to spoil the party in the Power Max living car. And we'll be eyeing up a move down into the downhill hairpin chicane coming up. James Tyrewall though looks like he's positioning himself brilliantly in this race. In the Hampshire car, he's just waiting for these guys ahead to start fighting. 4th to 11th, pretty much only covered by like a second or so. Very close this. We did see some movement going on a little bit further back. That was between Hunty and Conrad, with the Les sneaking up as well. Hunty gets the better line, the tighter inside line, and manages to defend that to both the guys behind him. But at the minute, the Mastervolt car is coming under a lot of pressure, and it gets all out of shape. Hunty and the Les go agricultural. Hunty, really good rescue for Hunty though, but Swoggy's going to dive up the outside of the Les. So we're getting a little bit bargy back here. The Les now getting bundled into the grass, crisscross, looking to make a move. Hunty's all the way down to 13th now. The Mastervolt car will check back on him later. Pav still holding back the surge in 4th place. 5 minutes gone, 15 remain. JPH giving him a bit of a flash of the lights to say, I'm here mate, I'm coming for you. Look at the run he's got on slipstream. Pav has to dive to the inside just to defend that. Takes the racing line again. Pete Gibb a little bit further back. Looks like he's he was running in 4th at one point, don't forget. But James Tyrewall behind him looks hungry. James Tyrewall, is he going to go for a move? No, he goes on the grass instead. It's a Megane, not a Flymo. Oh, a little bit of collection there. JPH has been sent. P. Gibb sent Portugal down into jail. Oh dear, what's going on here? What happened? I'm guessing he just forgot the brakes, but it'll happen. So it's coming down the downhill section. If you're following a car, you need to get on the brakes a bit early. Yeah, P. Gibb just a little bit late. Just unfortunately, there was a JPH in his way. Oh, and it's still all going off here. Portugal Don's unfortunately left the track now. Him and Conrad racing. Final hairpin. He just got himself on the grass. Did Portugal Don, well, whether he got himself on the grass or whether he was put on the grass is open to interpretation. I didn't see it, so I couldn't possibly comment. Pav 46 still 4th. Weiss has slipped down to 3rd now. CMW Motorsports got past him somewhere. Nice view from the back of the leader's car, Apex Predator in the works car. He's now building a bit of a gap, 1.2 seconds ahead of all who follow behind him. The number 22 then dominating the race. 74 CMW Motorsport following behind, but Weiss is not giving up on this one little bit. Definitely looking to get that 2nd place back anytime now. But don't forget, CMW Motorsport qualified pole. So the Tang Tools car of Weiss is going to have its work cut out if it wants to do anything here. Pav 46 leads to James Tyrewall. James Tyrwell has a brilliant opening stint to this race. The number 64 has risen through the ranks and just kept out of trouble. JPX99 has been on the receiving end of a little bit of trouble, finds himself in 6th. Conrad Racing and P. Gibb having a good old battle now. So the number 48 Joyce Design car is coming under pressure. And as we go through the very tight and twisty sector 3. Meanwhile, the Steel Seal 28 car is looking to mount an assault, but he has got Portugal Don for company. Swargy 99, who I think was also collected a few laps ago, now wanting to recover his race. He's in 10th at the minute, the Les 11th. We know how fast the Les is because he's a stand-in to this, so I can't imagine he's done a lot of practice. Chris Cross 12th with Anthony Hunt 13th, carrying a little bit of a penalty. It's going to be very easy to pick up little penalties here, there and everywhere on this circuit. It will happen. Bruce Lee Harding, after that lap 1 incident, just hasn't recovered it without a slipstream. He's just going to start falling further and further back. The dread car is dreading the... I can't even think of a good analogy for that one, so I'll give it up halfway. It's the easiest way of doing it. There we go. Top 3 then, 5-second lead to Pav. James Tyrwell is all over the back of Pav 46. Pav who's having to go ultra defensive here. These boys now don't have much of a gap to worry about. We did see some position changes there as Conrad tried to get a move made on JPH. Conrad Racing just nipped down the inside with P. Gibb following through. Now JPH manages to fend him off. Does just miss the apex though on the inside, and that's just going to send the back end of that Megane a little bit light. JPH does manage to keep hold of that one and just keep it out of the marbles. Keep at least some grip in those tyres. But Conrad Racing now in 6th place, so he's on a brilliant opening stint. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the race I will probably be asking for your nominations of driver of the day. This man's got to be in your nomination list. Conrad Racing, great opening stint for him so far. JPH again just on a bit of a receiving end of a little bit of argy-bargy. He's getting very frisky down here in the midfield. Les going off-roading again. Can Portugal Don hold it? I think Portugal Don just saw the slimmest of gaps and just put his car in the right place just to prevent himself being set. Chris Cross and Les side by side for a long sweeping left-hander. Usually one car has to get out of here. Portugal Don again with dirty tyres. Ends up giving Anthony Hunt a little bit of a whack for his troubles of going past. It is all heating up here. Need some water, 1 second. So, we're starting to see the usual pattern emerge. Little battles have formed off. So because Pav is having to defend to James Tyrwell, they are losing the top 3. Hammer and Fist. The top 3 can pretty much lap uninterrupted. Seem to be Motorsport and Apex Predator haven't really been giving each other too much trouble. I think that's just enabled them to break away. Wace is now out of the slipstream, so he could start falling back into the clutches of Pav behind. If Pav and James Tyrwell work together a little bit, they might be able to catch third. He's 5 seconds up the road, but there's nearly 9 minutes remaining in the race, so anything's possible at this stage. Conrad Racing up into 6. Not really too much to say about Conrad other than he's had a great opening stint. JPH will be looking for that place back. Gibb and Swargy still fighting themselves away for 8th. But they're all seemingly keeping it orderly. Anthony Hunt up to 12th, sorry. He'll be looking to get past the Zerko Tech car driven by Chris Cross any minute now. Portugal Don had a really scruffy last lap and he's paying for it now. He's down in 13th, but at least he's giving Bruce Lee Harding some company. Anything spectacular going on? Not particularly. we're starting to see the settle down phase of the race now, where things just kind of chill out. Just kind of what we want, really. To give my voice a break. So if you are watching this, drop in, say hello. So we just watched Crisscross go off-roading. I can confirm Renault Meganes are no good off-road. I used to work for Renault. When the scrapping scheme come in, I off-roaded a couple of them just for fun. So we've got 6 minutes remaining then of this race. These races absolutely fly by. Fastest lap so far held by this man, CMW Motorsport, 35.1. He's in the number 74 Geisen car. So every sponsor's going to be giving him some extra prizes for getting fastest laps. He's got pole, he's got the fastest lap. The win so far is evading him. Apex Predator's doing a great job up in first place so far, but these two are like glue. Waste is starting to drop back, but not that quickly. And if these two ahead do start fighting, he's still in with a chance. So the guys over at Tank Tools will be giving him all the support they need. Meanwhile, the guys over at Fast Car, who are supporting Path 46 at the minute, will be sweating buckets because James Tyrwell is mounting an absolute assault on the number 64 Hampshire vehicle. These two, again, two drivers that have pretty much been together the entire race, and one tiny mistake from either of those will spell disaster. Conrad Racing in the other Hampshire livery car, he's in 6th at the minute. He's got JPH for company in the MaXed car. He'll be getting a lot of support today, JPH. Cliche, thanks for dropping in, mate. Thank you for supporting the stream, do appreciate it. Meanwhile, the guys and girls over at Steel Seal Head Gaskets will be shouting on their guy P. Gibb as he fends off an assault from Swargy. I feel P. Gibb just let him have that place though. He went really deep into turn 1. If he didn't mean to give him that place, that was a very big overtake. Garage Floor Tile Company will be celebrating in their headquarters tonight. Up into it, their car finds itself in 8th place, chasing down JPH. It's just about in the slipstream of the Max car ahead. Meanwhile, at the front, things are just as close as ever between CMW and Apex Predator. These two have pretty much been like this the entire race. There was a phase in the race where Waste, who's currently in 3rd, was in 2nd, spoiling the party a little bit. But ever since CMW's got into 2nd, he's pretty much been glued to the back of the works car, currently leading the race. 4 minutes to go, just a couple more laps left in this one, I think, ladies and gents. So the drivers will have to now start thinking about their overtakes, where they're going to make them, how they're going to make them. They'll have spent the last few minutes sizing their opponents up, figuring out the weak spots. Of course, the cars are equal. Same tyres, same engine, same specs, same weight. Everything is equal, other than the organic bit sat inside it, in theory, or sat behind a wheel hundreds of miles away. So that's the only difference between these. It's down to the drivers. So this is an ultimate test of driver ability. 1 second. So my daughter just popped in. Okay, so yeah, Pav 46. Great race from Pav. He finds himself just shy of the podium positions, but he's coming under assault. And you've just got to think that all James Tyrwell's doing now is just measuring him up for when he can make this overtake happen. JPH, 6th place for JPH now. He's got past Conrad Racing. Conrad's picked up a 2.5 penalty somewhere, so I have a suspicion that he's just popped off track somewhere and picked up a shortcut penalty for his sins. So what favour about Portugal Don, 10th for Portugal Don, so he's got past Hunty somewhere. Hunty, I think, has just served a penalty. Bruce Lee Harding up to 12, crisscross, and the Les is down at the back of the field. I doubt this will have been caught on any cameras. No, it hasn't. So the Les now finds himself all the way down there. James Tyrwell's got past Pav. Let's have a look and see how that happened. So in the slipstream then. Coming down start finish straight, pops out to the left. He's just going to be able to get to the inside first. And that's sometimes all you need to do. Pav 46 definitely has the pace to get himself back up there to 4th. We shall see if he can do it. Probably one more lap remains after this one has been completed. Well, a little bit further back it was JPH and Conrad racing side by side for 6th place honours. The PalMax car for the time being just gets the better of the Joyce Design car. But these 4 cars, so 6th to 9th, 6th to 9th at the minute, are pretty much side by side. A line astern is probably the correct way of saying it. Portugal on rounds out your top 10. I'd like to say not too much going on at the back at the minute. There is still a battle for the lead going on. Just 4 tenths separate the top 2 as we enter the last lap of the race. Waste pretty much assured a third position now. There's no way the guys behind can catch him unless he makes a mistake. James Tyrwell starts the last lap in 4th place. Will he be there at the end? We'll find out in about a minute and a half. JP899 coming under assault, but one thing that's probably helping him is Swargy's now putting a little bit of pressure on Conrad Racing. Conrad Racing also has a penalty and is off the track. So that's Swargy up to 7th. Conrad will do well to keep 8th. Gibb behind him is all over him like a fat kid in a cupcake. P. Gibb just about keeps it. Let's check in on these guys. Yeah, so everyone now is on our last lap. Just see something there. Swargy from nowhere. From nowhere, he's up to 6th. Just about gets his part to the apex. That Megane is all over the place though. We're going to have to pop back up to the top in a second, because if there's a move going to happen, it's going to happen now. SimW Motorsport, just 1 corner left to complete the triple crown at Kyoto. Apex Predator, does he go too deep? He does. Can SimW Motorsport get him on the inside? It's going to be a drag race to the line. I think Apex Predator is just about going to have this. 2 tenths. Yeah, Apex Predator is just about going to do it, just by 2 tenths of CMW Motorsport, but a great battle between them two. Waste, fantastic race for him, he finishes in 3rd. James Tyrwell is in 4th place at the end. Pav 46 brings it home in 5th. Swargy, last lap, 6th place for Swargy, with JPH in 7th, Conrad, P. Gibb in 8th. I don't think there's anything between P. Gibb and Conrad, we might have to go back and check that. Portugal Don in 10th, Bruce Lee Harding 11th, Anthony Hunt 12th, Chris Cross 13th, and the Les in 14th. We'll have a proper recap of that, because it looked like there was 2 of them that were side by side on the line. I have an idea what our thumbnail might be, ladies and gents, if that's the case. So if you've been with us throughout, please chuck your nominations for driver of the day into the comments below, please. Let's have a look. No, there was some closeness. So James Tyrwell and Pav were pretty close. Everyone else had some gappage, so I might have just misread the timing screen a little bit. Yes, there's some absolutely spot on racing there on display at Kyoto Driving Park. So that was round 2 of the Next Gen Racing MaXed Racing Megane Trophy. yeah, it was a spot on race, mate. Absolutely spot on race. Not the most popular track in the world. I think, if we're being honest with each other, a few drivers obviously just didn't click with the track. I think you saw when I went out, I didn't really enjoy it either. Next week though, we head over to Italy and the famed Lago Maggiore circuit, the West layout. So that'll be on the 14th of May. We'll be there. So that'll be our next. That'll be round 3. So join us live on the channel for that. And at that point, I hope to be able to give you some information on where the drivers stand at that point and all that sort of stuff. We won't know a little bit more about that until we get there, though. There we go. Who's in the comments? Let's have a look. That track is bollocks. Say it like it is, Hunty. Say it like it is. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that track. I won't lie. But as this race has proved, it does give you some good racing. So in terms of driver of the day, then, ladies and gents, and it's 2-4 reverse grid. What do you mean, JPH? What do you mean reverse grid? Explain yourself. Yeah, for me, driver of the day, I'm sort of torn between CMW Motorsport, kind of because his name sounds like mine, because for me, pole position, fastest lap in the race. I think he got fastest lap anyway, and he was pretty much on Apex Predator's backside the entire time. Or Conrad Racing. I think Conrad, other than probably 1 or 2 little scuffles, had a really good race tonight. If it was down to me to award it, I would probably award it to CMW Motorsport on the basis of he's had a great race weekend. So hanging in lots of accolades and keeping a very fast driver honest. Yeah, so that's it, ladies and gents. Thank you very much for tuning in, of course. Next week is top 4 reverse grid like the Siroccos used to be. Ah, right, okay, so do they not qualify then, or do they go to the back, or what? But one good thing about Maggiore, mate, you can overtake there. It's a good circuit for overtaking Maggiore, depending on the layout. I can't remember what the West one is off the top of my head, but yeah. Should prove interesting. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'll just save the replay actually, because I need that for a thumbnail. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. Do appreciate you joining in the chat as always and watching the stream. If you like what you see, please subscribe, please like, do all that good stuff. Makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and we do like that, don't we? And yeah, I'll catch you next time for that one. We'll see you next week. Take care of you. Bye bye.